Greetings, YouTube. My wife and I are currently on 93 South, heading through Boston on our way to Pembroke, Massachusetts. We're going to go visit a place called Starship, which is a gaming store I've never been to. We basically were looking for something new today, and this is what I chose to do. And at the moment, I am driving in traffic that is way heavier than I'm really comfortable with. But I don't have a choice. This is the best and most efficient way to get where I'm going. It's an hour and a half from my house to this place in Pembroke. If I had taken the no highway route, it would have been 2.5 hours. And if I had taken the shortest route, which is not the actual time-wise, but like distance, it would have been a 3-hour trip to save 7 miles, which seems a little strange to me. But at the moment, I'd be really thrilled if the traffic were a lot less heavy. So hopefully the next segment you'll see in this little adventure today will be in Pembroke and will be in one piece. Well, we made it all the way to Pembroke, Massachusetts, and we are now at our destination. And we have a Christmas tree shop, Yankee Candle, which is a famous candle maker here in New England. Actually, they're all over the United States, but they started here in New Hampshire because the term Yankee refers to people living in the northeast of the United States. Then we have the destination I'm here for, which is the medieval Starship, a gym, a toy store, and something about Cape Cod Crafter. So we may go to all three of these places. We don't know. But I may do a footage inside the store, depending if the guy who owns it is comfortable with that. Okay, I think I'm filming at the moment. I've talked to the owner of this store. It's called the Medieval Starship, and he is okay if I do a video. So we're going to walk in here and do a video of the store. So like I said, we are in Pembroke, Massachusetts, and this is a store that he has just opened 2 months ago, he said. And he's got a selection of both board games and tabletop role-playing games. Munchkin is very popular. In fact, we have over here Cobalt Quarterly number 15, which I just recently did a review of. And then we have the 4th edition and the D&D Essentials starter set that was just released. $549 as of this morning.
Well, I'll give you a couple of cards to take with you.
And here we have the Serenity, which is a pretty good role-playing game. I've checked it out, I've read it. I should probably do a review of that. I haven't reviewed that one yet.
But I'd also like to know where to find it on YouTube, if you've got a particular spot.
Here's a selection of dice. Oh, he's got metal dice. Cool. Those are very neat. And here we have collectible card games, Magic, protector sleeves. And here is the owner himself, Jay.
Hi, how you doing today?
And here we have the Pathfinder, and I just picked up that, the GM screen, because I've been thinking of picking up a copy, because I hear very good things about it. I've actually seen reviews online. Dark Heresy, Rogue Trader. I've taken a look at Dark Heresy, and it is very much what the that says on the tin. Dark Heresy. It's not a cheery game. I had that for a little while. I sent it to Alikoff, I believe. Yeah. World of Darkness, which I still have to get around to reading. And we have an entire wall of bumper stickers, one of which struck me as particularly appropriate. Friends help you move, real friends help you move books. Yeah. Guess you need real friends to do that, man. I know. And we have some miniatures here for the Dark Heaven Legends from Reaper. And we have some Citadel miniatures, for example. Warhammer, a very cool tower. Of course, if you're going to have miniatures, you're going to need paint. And we have open gaming space. Now this is pretty cool here, in that we have some general photos of famous stars and such. For example, Buck Rogers. I can't remember which series that one's from. But this is the cool part. These are art pieces from Traveller, the original Traveller. And that, right there, is the original sign from Game Designers Workshop Company, which is very, very cool. Now this right here is one of my favorite images from the Traveller era, classic Traveller, and that is the original oil painting done for the game. And then we have they actually have space over here where people can do painting in a controlled environment. And then they have terrain set up. Let me give you a back shot of this. And they have terrain set up for this obviously being used as a fantasy setting. And this over here is more of a science fiction setting. A miniature here. And what I thought was particularly cool, we showed a little tower here. This particular piece of terrain has skulls. I thought the skulls were pretty cool. But this right here, some really nice, I mean, these are commercial pieces, but the people have done a really nice job of presenting them and doing a really nice setup here for running miniature battles. And of course you have the sets for Warhammer. Rule books, Lord of the Rings, more rule books, individual Warhammer figures, more units, blast templates, which these blast templates are really cool. These are more generic blast templates. More terrain features, more paint, and this over here I thought was pretty cool. And I noticed this while my wife and I were checking out, and that he has a copy of a very old choose-your-old adventure book, and best of all, a picture of the owner himself with Gary Gygax, which I thought was pretty darn cool. We are on our way home from Pembroke, Massachusetts, from our successful visit to the medieval Starship, and we are once again stuck in Boston traffic. And I wanted to show you a odd landmark in the city of Boston, which is that colorful tank you can see in the different distance, which is, I believe, full of liquid propane. It's actually used as a landmark in the city because it's unusually painted. And once again, the traffic is more than a smidge heavier than I'm happy with. But this is what it's like every day in Boston. And you can see here, we are passing over part of the Boston Harbor area. I've heard it once said that the best way to get around the city of Boston is by boat. And being in this traffic, I can believe that boat would be superior to what I'm doing at the moment. But this is a lovely city, and just traffic is not the prettiest part of it. And I'm hoping if we can, there's a bridge that we passed on the way in that we forgot to get footage of. So I'm hoping we can get some footage of it on the way out. So I will see you hopefully then. Further along on the road, and we wanted to show you some more footage of the city itself if we can. At the moment we dipped below the horizon, unfortunately.
Curse the road system.
Yes, curse the road system. So you have at the moment a really lovely shot of the bridges and concrete walled roads of Boston. But you can see some of the skyscrapers in the distance.
It's really far more picturesque coming from the other direction. I'm sorry we missed it.
Here we go.
Oh, you're going to want to get one of the
miss our exit. That would have been bad.
There we go.
There we go.
And if you can see the traffic, here's the traffic on the other side of the road.
This is even worse because everybody's heading to Cape Cod.
Here's the fair city of Boston. We won't bore you with traffic.
So we are currently in a tunnel below the city of Boston, and we are coming out, and I believe we are going to be exiting onto the bridge that I mentioned earlier. So hopefully, in a moment, we will see the cool looking bridge. Hopefully the light change will not blind everyone.
Oh, it's kind of like going down the, go into the light, Carrie Ann.
Yes. And here we go. I love this bridge. It is just very cool.
After 1/2 mile, keep right, Interstate 93 northbound.
That was the Wishbone Bridge.